like really, when I really looked at myself in the mirror and said, Ben, you are doing enough. Like, you are enough, man. It made me feel even better and more stoked to go do the things that I wanted to do for the day. What's up, gang? In this video, you're gonna find 5 ways to practice self-love, positive affirmations, practice mindfulness, and punch that doubt in the face. Whether it's fear, you're doubting yourself, you're feeling insecure, whatever that may be, here are 5 different ways that you can practice and reframe and reprogram. Let's go. Walking. So I walk to the gym because I live downtown, but you could go on a random walk in the morning, in the evening. And what I like to do is positively affirm myself for all the things that are happening in my life, right? So if I'm anxious or nervous, walking is good, like without any, of course, no camera in your face, or you could record yourself, I don't know. But it helps just stimulate things and get away from things. And I always like to think what's happening. So in my life, for example, I'm getting ready to move, and one thing that's been stressing me out is finding someone to take my apartment. But then I think of like, okay, am I doing everything I can to make that happen? Yes, I've messaged every single person I know, put it on Facebook, advertise it, and then I positively affirm myself that those things are happening and I'm doing everything I can, and everything else is out of my control. So make sure you get out, you walk, and you look for the things that are happening, that you're doing everything you can instead of what's not happening. And that is walking version. All right, y'all, next we have the cold plunge. So as you can see, you can do this in a cold shower or the pool. It's actually not that cold as usual, but probably 55, but anyway. The great thing about this is it really brings you have to be present, so you can positively affirm yourself, say I'm a badass for doing this cold plunge shit, or you can say all the things you're grateful for. Like, I'm grateful I can afford this, or I have a healthy body and my family, and like living in a great, wonderful place. It's 70 degrees in January. So that is the cold plunge or the cold shower. Yeah. All right, next we have the mirror. So why I think of the mirror work, shout out to my friend Kevin, who told me about mirror work is so important, is because you actually get to look at yourself in the eye. You get to talk to yourself. So, some examples. What up, what up? So of course you see people, right, and I am included on this. You can put little sticky notes, right? That one says, I am bold and powerful. This one says, I'm one of the world's, which cues my thought process to I'm one of the world's most sought after speakers, influencing hundreds of thousands of people. So positive affirmations. But you look at yourself, right? Oh, what up? Woo-hoo-hoo. But you look at yourself and you get to say straight up like, yo, I am dope. Look at all the things that I am doing. One thing that I get worried about is, or the other day was, I'm not doing enough because I'm an achiever and I'm always looking for the next thing to do. But then I realized, damn, like I am doing enough. And like really, when I really looked at myself in the mirror and said, Ben, you are doing enough. Like, you are enough, man. It made me feel even better and more stoked to go do the things that I wanted to do for the day. So it's funny that I was beating myself for not doing enough. But then once I realized, man, I am doing enough. I'm doing all I can to succeed and help and inspire and love in my life. Then I felt better to go forward and do those same things I was worried about not doing enough for. So that was really cool. So just look in the mirror, talk to yourself, look in your eye, and like, man, if you can look in your eye and talk to yourself, that's a sign that you really need to reflect and work on you. You know, we had to do something in our car because so many of us drive and we have commutes and all that fun stuff. So you can practice mindfulness, positive affirmations, all of that in your car, of course, safely, right? If you have a lot of time in your car, use it wisely to pump yourself up, to realize how awesome you are. One thing that I always like to do is turn on some good jams I actually miss driving because of podcasts, but playing just good jams gets you in such a good mood, man, and it helps you just get pumped on life. Personally, I love to turn on Imagine Dragons and let that thing just blare, and I pump my chest and I say, this is life, this is awesome, thank you for this beautiful place, thank you for this beautiful time. And you really just get to clear your head because you don't have anything else, right? It's the same thing with like taking a walk, because we're always on our phones. Some people are on their phones and driving too, right? But it's just nothing, right? You can kind of turn on autopilot and you get to just drive. You get to just be instead of just being distracted by constant stimulus. So I would encourage you to practice positive affirmations, practice gratitude, mindfulness, just quiet time. Don't turn on any music. Don't turn on a podcast. Just drive and pump yourself up. Say what you're grateful for and realize how dope you are. Yes. Boom. All right, next we have journaling. And why I love journaling so much is because you get to have your thoughts, because the other things I'm telling you about are unspoken. They're in your head, right? Or they're vocal. But when you write it down, you get to see your thoughts manifested into a physical form, right? You get to see it on the page, and it really helps let out your thoughts and your feelings. And one cool thing that recently happened that I haven't heard about with journaling is I was really, really worried about something not happening. I was like, oh my God, like I was getting anxious and just worrying and fearful. And then I started writing all the things down that had happened. And what it did, it started to provide proof, physical proof, like the list. It started to give me proof that everything's already worked out and it will continue to work out. So whenever you're fearful of something not happening, write in your journal all the things that have happened recently in the years, your life, whatever you feel, that it's proof that what you've worried about, it's most likely not going to happen, because you have proof of all the good things happening of that you want. And so when you write it down, you get to see, oh, look at all the things that have happened, and all my fears of things not happening, they don't really matter. And if something does happen, I forget about it because it doesn't really matter. So journaling, super helpful. Boom. What up, my beautiful people? Thank you for watching this entire video. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all the things. Share this video with someone who it can help. I mean, there's 5 different ways, right? Whether you're driving, like everyone probably has a commute, or everyone's walking, or if you want to go crazy and do a cold plunge, there's different things for everybody in this video. So please share it with someone who can benefit from it, because you could impact their life. So thank you for sharing it with them. And if you want to go deep into this type of thing, we have one more spot at our retreat in March. So March 5th through 8th, we're going to San Diego. We're going to be on a beach. We're going to be on the beach in a beach house, and we're going deep into growth and healing and topics like this: how to follow your intuition, how to really manage your stress, how to build conscious relationships, how to heal what's holding you back in your love life. We're going to go deep into growth. It's going to be challenging, but it's going to be so awesome to really get yourself right so you can move forward and live a more fulfilling life. So if that sounds like you, shoot me a message, because we only got one more spot. Remember, if it's anyone, it's you. If it's anytime, it's now. I love you. Let's go.